Alright, what up guys? So today I wanted to show you my Battlefield 4 settings, and let's go here. My sensitivity is 25%,
DPI is 800.
my vehicle sensitivity is 25% also, and I keep all of these on default for the vehicles. I don't really use the vehicles in this game. I mostly like playing infantry, so I can't really give you guys really good settings for the vehicles. I keep all of this on default. Vibration is off. I don't use a controller. Now, uniform soldier aiming is a setting where I'll show you guys right now. If you have it on, it's basically where if you aim down the sight, it's a little bit faster. And this also affects the snipers in the game. So if you have this on, basically when you aim down the sight, it's going to be the same for all the guns in the game. It doesn't matter if you're using an assault rifle, a pistol, or a sniper, it's all going to be the same. But if you have it off, like I do, what happens is when you aim down the sight, which I'm going to show you right now, it's going to be a little bit slower. It's not going to be as fast. So I prefer uniform soldier aiming off because it just helps me snap to my target, and it's a little bit slower for me. So this is a personal preference. My opinion, I recommend you turn it off. But if you guys want it on, just use that if you want to. It's really a personal preference. Now, going on to the gameplay, I have mostly everything on default. I turn off the hint system in the game. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But if you want that on, you can. For anyone that's new to Battlefield, you might want to keep that on so the game can teach you how to play. But yeah, if you guys want to copy these, go ahead. I'm gonna go back to this one. You can copy that. Now we're gonna go to the advanced options, which is mostly very important. So all of this is on default. You're gonna want to turn off parachute auto deploy. Don't have that on. It's really fucking annoying how it does it for you. So I recommend you turn that off. Soldier auto leaning and soldier auto peek over. This is really important because let's say you're behind cover and someone's pushing you, it will automatically put you behind the cover, and you can aim over or peek over and kill your enemy. Now right here, as far as HUD goes, I have it set to 100, inventory HUD to 100, player status 100, vehicle occupancy I have it to 50%. Kill log, I like to keep this a little bit low because I don't really care what's going on and who's dying, so it just kind of bothers me, so I try to make it as small as possible. It's really up to you guys. Miscellaneous HUD, I have it at 25%. This is all on default. You could hide it or you could show it, it's really up to you. Minimap, I have it at 200%. Background visibility is 50%. Icons visibility is 100%. Icon size is 150. I like to keep these really big, especially the minimap, because it just helps me know where all the targets are on the map. And it also helps me know where my teammates are, so I can, you know, like let's say for example, I'm with a squad, we can all get together and I know where they are, and we could push an objective or whatever. Minimap default scale, I have it on 50 meters. Icon scale with minimap is on. This one is a really good setting to have on. So basically, if you have it on, you're on your map, it moves the little arrow thing, it moves around wherever you look. So that's really important. But like I said, it's personal preference, so if you want that off, you can have it off. Soldier hipfire, I have it at 88%. I lowered it from 100 to 88. That's just my preference. My crosshair is pink. You guys want to copy that? Visibility, I recommend having it at 100 so you can see everything. Soldier optics reticle, have it at 100%. You can decide if you want it bigger, smaller, it's up to you. I recommend having it at the default setting. Glow, I did up it a bit. It was at 150. I put it up to 175 because it just helps me see the middle of the screen more, the reticle. And it also helped me get more headshots and body shots. I also have that on pink. Vehicles, I'm gonna just skip over that, but it's basically the same thing. I have it on pink. I don't really use the vehicles in this game. I only drive the helicopter every once in a while. So yeah. Now we're gonna move up. But you guys can copy this if you want to. I mean, I don't really use it, but yeah, it's there if you want to copy it. The hit indicator, I have it at 150%. I recommend you guys have this at really all the way to 150%. It's really useful. Visibility, have it at 100 so you can know where you're hitting your target. Damage type base, this is a personal preference. You could have it on or off. It's really up to you. I have it on. Just helps me see better. Hit indicator color, I have it at green. I recommend you use a different color for The hit indicator, it just really helps you know where you're hitting your target. So when I'm hitting someone, anywhere from the body down, it's going to be green. When I get headshots, it's red. And when I get the kill, it's blue. Common HUD world icons, keep this at 100, and I try to lower these because I'm mostly focused on the enemies, so I try to keep these at low for the most part. So with the enemies, I have it at 140%. Size, scale with distance, I have it at 50. Icons, I recommend keeping these at high because it lets you see the targets more, but it's up to you. Info visibility, this is basically when you're shooting at an enemy and their name pops up in the screen. I recommend you guys keep it at low because it gets kind of annoying just seeing all the names in the game, and it kind of fucks with you a little bit. I mean, the only reason why I have it at 20% is so I can know like whoever I'm killing and if I want to get payback or revenge on someone. So yeah. This is a really important setting, field upgrade armor. It basically lets you know who in the game has the armor perk, which for those of you guys that don't know, I'll put it up on the screen, but yeah. Friend HUD world icons, I try to keep those as low as possible because I already know who my teammates are and shit. I like to keep the ranks on because it lets me know what rank and how good my teammates are. All right, so for network, you can have this on or off. It doesn't really matter. I usually have it off. I just turn it on just to see if it makes a difference, and for me it doesn't matter. I have a good internet connection, so if any of you guys are lagging, I recommend you turn this on, and if not, it's fine. Share usage data. Turn this off because fuck EA. We don't like EA around here. They don't deserve our information. Going on to audio, have it at 80% with war tapes. It helps me stay immersed in the game, and it actually feels like I'm at war with other people. I tried using the other settings, but I don't know, man. I had a lot of problems with using all of these other settings, so I stick to word tapes, and it lets me hear the footsteps more. I keep this as stereo. I have it on Spanish because I'm Mexican. I want to learn more Spanish. Here, voice chat, you can turn that off. No one uses voice chat in the game, so recommend you turn it off. Subtitles, I keep them on, even though they're only in campaign, but yeah. Now onto the video settings. These are really important. I have a 1080p monitor with 165 Hz on full screen. Brightness, I keep it at 90. Vertical sync, I don't recommend you use this. Unless you have G-Sync, then you gotta turn this on. Field of view, always keep your field of view as high as you can so you can see the enemies and your surroundings. It's really important. ADS, I recommend you turn this on. If you have it off, your gun is gonna aim way too close to people. Nah, that's just not good. But if you have it on, it lets you see more of your surroundings. Vehicle field of view, I recommend you have it at the highest setting so you can see your surroundings more. Motion blur, turn this shit off. Don't have it on. It just creates a blur on your screen and it makes the game look worse. So I don't recommend it. Weapon DOF, also turn that off. It's not good at all. It's basically like motion blur. Colorblind mode, I'm not colorblind, but I like to have it at Deuteranopia, I don't know how to pronounce that, and it basically has your squad in pink, your teammates in purple, and your enemy team is orange. Resolution scale, I keep it at 110%. It's a personal preference of mine. It makes the game look sharper, but it's up to you guys. I have all these settings on ultra because I have a good graphics card. I recommend you use MSAA at 2 because if you put it to 4, it's gonna have a big performance hit unless you have a really good computer. That's really up to you guys. And then everything else, I have it on high. HBAO, a lot of people turn this to low because of the sun, and apparently it makes the sun look less bright in the game. For me, it doesn't make a difference. I think the sun is just really bright in general, so yeah. This setting right here is important. It's called screen adjust. I recommend you turn it all the way down. It just helps you look around. It just helps you have a better field of view is basically what I'm saying, so you can see your surroundings more. Going on to key bindings, I basically have this all on default. I did change a couple, but they're pretty much all on default. I do recommend you use the default key bindings unless you want to change them. One key binding I did change, and I'll show you a little neat trick in a couple of seconds here. I use caps lock to toggle crouch just in case I miss the prone or the crouch button. I use caps lock. And I wanted to show you guys Quickswitch, which is a really good feature that has been in the game for a long time. It's not really a secret. A lot of people know about it already, but basically what you want to do is you go down here and you look at what key binding is your melee attack. It's usually F. And you want to go back up here and put your inventory down to the melee key, and basically you're going to be able to do this. So let's say you run out of bullets and you start shooting. If you hold F, you shoot your secondary. And this can really help when you run out of ammo. Let's say, for example, I run out of ammo and I hold F, I can shoot someone right in the face or in the body and get the kill. Just don't run around and do this because it's not going to work. And you're most likely going to pull out your knife like I did right now. Or you're going to pull out your C4 or your ammo. You can also use Quickswitch to kill enemies that are trying to knife you. It doesn't matter how they're knifing you, but as long as you get the timing right, you can shoot them in the face with your pistol. So yeah, that's it for all the settings in game. And now I'm going to show you guys my Nvidia settings. Hold on. So these are my Nvidia settings for Battlefield 4. You can copy these if you want. They're pretty much the default Nvidia settings that came on my computer. I don't really like to mess with this stuff. But one thing I do recommend you turn on is low latency mode. Now, I don't know if Battlefield 4 supports this, but I like to keep it on ultra just so I can get the best connection possible. And so I won't get laggy gameplay or, you know, I'm lagging while I'm shooting. So yeah, I recommend you turn that on. I also recommend you keep your refresh rate the highest you can, the highest your monitor has. It just helps the game feel smoother and it helps you hit your shots more and it just feels better overall. Power management mode, I do recommend you also keep this at prefer maximum performance so you can get the most performance out of your graphics card. That's up to you guys. And now the last thing I'm gonna show you guys that I think you guys should change. Wait, hold on. Let me just show you this real quick. You guys can copy that if you want. Now I want to show you guys my configuration file from Battlefield 4. So basically, if you guys don't know about this, you go to your Steam or your EA, you go to browse local files, and right here you can create a text document. You go to new, you create a text document. Now what's really important about this is if you want a configuration file, you're gonna have to type in user.cfg or else it's not gonna work. So yeah, now opening this up, these are the settings I have. I copied these from a YouTuber on YouTube, an old Battlefield YouTuber. So basically what these settings do right here is when you're getting suppressed by an enemy, it makes it so where while you're getting suppressed, it's not as black or dark around the screen as much. So that can really help you hit your shots more, and it can also help you just with visibility overall. So yeah, I will leave that in the link though if you guys want to copy this. And for max variable FPS, I do recommend you use 250 because Battlefield 4 is stuck on 200, but it really depends on what kind of computer you have. If you have a really good computer, you can set this to like 500, 300, whatever you want. But for me personally, I don't think you need 500 FPS in a fucking game. But if you guys want to have that, that's up to you. And yeah, these are pretty much all of my settings. I don't have anything secret, so I showed you guys everything I have right here. And yeah, just let me know if these settings worked out for you. And hopefully you get better at the game. It takes time. One tip I can give about getting better at this game or just getting better at games in general is what you're gonna want to do is just, if you're like in a bad mood or like if you just came back from work and you're trying to relax, I recommend not getting on the game just because it's gonna get you more stressed out, and the more stressed out you are, the worse you're gonna play. So I recommend if you're gonna play a multiplayer game like this, you're in a calm mood and you don't play while you're angry. It's just gonna make you more angry. And at the end of the day, just have fun. It's a fucking game. It's not meant to be taken seriously. So yeah. And my mouse, I have a Logitech Pro wireless. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. And my keyboard is a Razer Huntsman Mini 60% keyboard. I recommend that one over the keyboard that comes with all the keys, because it just feels like way more better and you don't have that many keys to press. So yeah, and that's it. Peace out.